So now let us start with your last remaining poem, The Trees by Philip Larkin. Something about the poet first. Philip Arthur Larkin was an English poet. He was a poet of England and he was born in 1922 and he died in 1985. And this poem was composed on 2nd June 1967 and it was first published on 17th May 1968. So it is a very simple poem written in simple language and it is it has 12 lines. So now let us start with the poem. The trees are coming into leaf like something almost being said. The recent buds relax and spread. Their greenness is a kind of grief. So, as we can make out from the very beginning of the poem is about the trees growing new leaves. So, as we all know, when it is the season of winter, the trees shed their leaves, and when the winter ends and the spring season starts, then the trees grow new leaves. So the trees are coming into leaf like something almost being said. He feels as if the trees have some message for the human beings, for the humankind. So maybe like as if the nature wants to convey a message to the human beings. The recent buds relax and spread. So the buds that have grown onto the trees only recently, that have come up recently only, they are now opening up, they are spreading. So they are relaxing and spreading. It simply means they are growing in size gradually and they are opening up. Their greenness is a kind of grief. So when he looks at them, they are very green. The birds right now are very green, and he feels as if they are expressing a kind of grief, as if their abundance is expressing a kind of grief. Maybe that grief is over the dying of the leaves the previous year. Maybe because when the winter had come, the tree had lost those leaves. So maybe the tree is grieving over that loss. So now we move on to the next passage. Is it that they are born again and we grow old? So then he wonders whether the trees are born again, once again, when the season of spring comes. Because they look almost new when the season of spring is there. So he wonders whether they are born again and we grow old because we look the same every year. So he wonders whether the trees are brand new every year and it is only the human beings who become old. No, they die too. So then he says that the trees also die. Their yearly trick of looking new is written down in rings of green. So their yearly trick of looking new. So every year they look almost new because of the new leaves. But according to the poet, that is only a deception. That is only a trick played by them. Otherwise, they also grow old with the passage of time. Because every year that passes, it is recorded on the trunk of that tree in the form of a ring. ਕਿ ਛੱਲੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ ਜਦੋਂ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਸਾਲ ਪਾਸ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਉਨੇ ਹੀ ਰਿੰਗਸ ਪੈ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਕਿਹਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਉਸ ਦਰਖਤ ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਤਣਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਉਹਦਾ ਟਰੰਕ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਉਹਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਦੇ ਰਿੰਗਸ ਫਾਰਮ ਵਿਦ ਐਵਰੀ ਪਾਸਿੰਗ ਈਅਰ ਸੋ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਕਿ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਏਜ ਉੱਥੋਂ ਦੀ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗਦੀ ਹੈ ਸੋ ਦੋ ਦੇਅਰ ਲੀਵਸ ਆਰ ਨਿਊ but they also grow old. Yet still the unresting castles thresh in full-grown thickness every May. Last year is dead, they seem to say, begin afresh, afresh, afresh. Still, ਫਿਰ ਉਹ ਕੀ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਕਿ yet still the unresting castles thresh in full-grown thickness every May. So the tree covered with new leaves. It looks like a castle, especially the top of the tree. It looks like the tower of a castle, the turrets of a castle. Okay, so it gives a very impressive look when the tree is covered with new leaves. And the growth of the tree, the growth of the leaves, you may say, it is endless. कि पत्ते उगी जाते हैं, yet still the unresting, it is unresting. मतलब the tree seems to have no rest while growing new leaves. Yet still the unresting castles thresh in full grown thickness every May. Last year is dead, they seem to say, begin afresh, afresh, afresh. So the it seems as if the trees, when they are when they grow their leaves every May, they seem to give a message to the human beings that the last year is dead and we should begin afresh, because it is the tendency of the human beings to cling to the past. So, as if the nature wants to convey to the human beings that let go of the past, let go of the sorrows of the past and begin anew, कि दोबारा तो शुरुआत की जाए, जितना कि ਜਿਹੜੀ नेचर है एक मैसेज देना चाहती है human beings. So now I make an end and I hope the poem is clear to you.